there's a point where your relationship with alcohol shifts, and I know exactly where it is. It's when you start giving alcohol a job, when you start using it as a tool. See, when we start drinking, often we're just doing it for fun. It's social, it's engaging, it's enjoyable. That's the extent of it, and we drink occasionally. For a lot of people, they start just by drinking occasionally. But at some point along the way, for a lot of people, we start to shift into a different relationship. One where we're assigning alcohol a very specific job, a task to do. We're giving it something to do, to relax, to escape, to feel a little bit more like ourselves or more creative, maybe to fit in a little bit more. The more we assign alcohol that task, the better it gets at it, and the less likely we're able to do it ourselves. If I continue to give alcohol the job of relaxation, I become less able to do it myself. Eventually, we find out that alcohol is like this Swiss Army knife. We just keep giving it jobs and it can do all of them. And eventually, given enough time and enough movement in that direction, you can end up giving alcohol all the jobs. And you no longer have the ability to do anything without it. I want you to stop and re-examine your relationship when you are at this point where you're starting to recognize the jobs you're giving alcohol. Which is why I encourage people when they drink to pause before they have that drink and ask themselves, what job am I giving this drink? What task is it supposed to do? And then can I do that job myself? And I will tell you this, if that answer is no, if you say to yourself, I am giving alcohol this task of creativity, of relaxation, of feeling my emotions, and when you pause, you can't think of how you would do that job yourself, you are at an inflection point where it is probably going to make sense for you to take a break or cut back, engage in some change, because you are drifting towards something that you are not going to like long term.